Hi there, I'm Monette Satterfield. This is my studio. I'm really glad you're here with me. I am coming in here live on Memorial Day afternoon just to do a quick talk through and demonstration of some work I've been doing on some panels that were reclaimed from another artist's studio. And I have a whole series that I'm working on, and I'm going to talk to you about that and then maybe move one of them forward, and we'll see how that goes. And just like you said, it's live, so we're going to see what happens. I have no real plan here. If you have a question and I see the comment, I will most certainly answer it. But if you just want to watch and see how I'm doing this, that's great too. What I've been doing, if you've been following me, and just so you remember, the newsletter is the only place to find me. I'm not on social media. Is I had the occasion to get some panels from another artist's studio where she had already worked on them. So they are already in progress. And this is what they looked like. These three are ones that I have yet to start to work on. And I'll be honest, they are not my colors. They are not my style even, but they are something to start with. It's been very interesting. Now this one, you can see it's very glossy. And there was another one, an earlier piece that had this same gloss finish on it. I didn't think I was ever going to get through it. It's really tough. So it took a lot of work to get through the layers on that one. But this is kind of where this series has started. And where it's at right now is there are 4 finished pieces. There's the one, and I am experimenting with these to make them a completely finished artwork with edges and back, hanger, and bumpers. So it can just be hung the way it is. And then the second one, I'm calling this series Unquiet Ground. It is a kind of a botanical, I think so far I really like this one the best. It's a sort of a botanical bug kind of cross thing, very much alive. And this one, the one that's the most recent done, is very interesting because these are the black from the reclaimed panel. I scrubbed it through far enough that I got them to come through, and I really, really am pleased with how it's given some interest to the panels that I would have never considered adding. Let me set these out of the way. And now there's 2 more of these. There's this one, which is just about moving forward. And I like how this one's going. It's got some collage elements on it. And I like the background. This is the stage where I have taken a power sander to it to move forward, but this one's not quite ready. So I'm just going to let that one sit for a while. And then I have this one. This is my least favorite one. So it's the one I'm going to work on today, and let's see what I can do. I love the look of these red collage elements against the green. Not loving what I did with the white here. I don't know what I was thinking. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up on the easel here. And I'm going to just work on it. That means I'm just going to do some things to it. I don't really love the way it looks right now. Get a little closer. If you can see, I still need a little room to work in here though. So I'm just going to do some things to it, which is honestly, that's all art really is in some ways. It's just do some things to it. And I'm going to start with some of these crayons. They are indeed crayons. They're big, fat Stabilo Woody crayons. Hi there. I can see you're here. Thanks for joining me. And these are water soluble. So sometimes just to get some marks down there and just to get some feeling into it, just scribble on it. It's kind of fun. And I think I like that red. I think it needs a little bit more of a spark maybe. How about some white? Okay, I love the white. It's okay. You know what? If you do something you don't love, it's paint. You can do it over. There's a crayon. Now this is one of my favorite ones. And it's obvious because it's really, really short. So now that may not show up as well as I like. There we go. Let's go with that. That's a good place to start. Now I'm going to take some paint in these green colors because I really want to preserve this red on green. That's something I've been doing in the series, is either warm on cool or cool on warm. It really does help keep the interest going in the painting. So I'm going to take these colors. It's a kind of a palette of greens. And I've got some black on there because I just feel like this is starting to get all kind of one colory. And I'm using a plastic gift card from our local grocery store here. Hi. And I like the way they scrape and put paint down. It's a super inexpensive paint tool. And the best thing about it, I know I love art too. The best thing about these, you don't have to wash them out. I really dislike washing out brushes. It's just one of the things I truly, truly dislike. One of the nice things about these things when you're working with them is the way the colors will blend on the card. And as soon as I get this done, I'm going to pull this down. I'm almost there. And show you that. Now here's a little bit of black. You notice I'm using that very sparingly because I don't really want it to take it over, because it will. That's Mars Black. It's one of my favorite colors. I wrote about it in my newsletter a while back, and it truly is amazing. So there. Now, another thing we can do. Oh, that's so interesting. That's cool. As I'm going to take the scraper and I'm going to scrape through the paint that's there, kind of forcefully too, to give it some texture. Now, I feel like I've added, whoops, that's what we get for being so close to the easel, is life, is I've added a lot of texture and interest to this, and I think it's almost ready to dry. I'm going to do one more thing to it. I also keep spray bottles of acrylic paint. I mix these specifically for this. They have some alcohol and some water, so they're very and this is yellow ochre. And that, let's see if I can do this without tripping over the easel this time. There. So that has moved this painting forward. And I'm actually a lot happier with that than with what I started with, because I felt like it was just kind of bland. And this, I'm going to let it dry. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the power sander to it and sand it back down, including the collage elements. They'll sand back off, but not completely. And it's going to give me a really nice texture. So thank you guys for being with me. It sounds like you have a great story there. And I'm so glad that you joined me. And just remind you, if you keep up with what I'm doing here, go ahead and sign up for the newsletter. That's where a lot of the really good stuff is. Thanks for being here. Happy Memorial Day. I'll talk to you later.